Hey guys, I wanted to go over the predictions that I had for this new zombies map. Now, a lot of it came true, so I'm really happy. And the first one is this fountain that you see when the trailer starts, like the opening scene. It makes sense that Treyarch would include this in the map because it's so iconic for Stalingrad. I made a full video talking about it, but basically it's a statue that was built in the 1930s, and after the war it was still standing. The statue was built to represent this poem that was written that talked about sacrifices that have to be made to ensure the future generations of our children. It fits really well in with the zombie storyline, and if Treyarch does something with it like an Easter egg, would be pretty cool, but it might just be there for creepy aesthetics. The next thing that was predicted is how this map might actually look. Now, in 1942, Stalingrad was like heavily bombed and it turned the city to rubble. So there has been a town that was recreated to represent Stalingrad, and here's some pictures of it right here. And yeah, it looks very, very close to what the actual map is going to be like. One thing that I saw in the trailers that I thought was cool is they're running through this doorway, and in the background you can see this stone monument standing up, and this actually is something that did exist in Stalingrad, and you can see the picture right here of that recreated town. This next thing in the trailer may not be a big deal, but there is a lion statue in front of one of these buildings, and it matches the same statue that you see on the multiplayer map Splash. This statue is over by this Atlantis theme area, and there's like Primus standing up against the wall, and yeah, there's like this big lion statue. I just wouldn't think that you would see like these kind of statues in Stalingrad, and probably again has nothing to do with anything, but I was just like, well, that's weird. If you guys watched some of my previous videos, I talked about this guy. He's a Russian mech, and I didn't know if he was going to be some huge robot, but yeah, it looks like he's going to be more like a panzer. I did talk about how he can melee you and shoot at you, and you can see on his left hand, he has sickles, like a claw-looking thing attached. Looks like Wolverine or something. I guess we're all thinking, is this an indication that maybe there's a wall weapon that will be the sickle instead of the Bowie knife? I don't know, but this guy looks like a major jerk, and it's going to be really difficult to deal with. When me and my friends were studying up on Stalingrad to make videos, we wanted to find out about the history, and there is a statue that is there, and it represents like the really difficult times that happened during the war. And we were like, oh my god, he's holding a PPSH, and there'd already been some rumors that maybe it was coming back. And this was definitely one of the more crazier predictions. This was just us being really, really hopeful, but they did bring it back. It was amazing, and we are all so very happy. The next one we were all really hopeful for as well is the Ray Gun Mark III, and I had made a video talking about, well, Black Ops 2, the DLC 3, they brought out the Ray Gun Mark II. So maybe they'll follow what they did last time and bring out the Ray Gun Mark III. Well, they did, and this time it appears to be a dual wield. And originally when we were speculating about this, we had seen a concept board at Treyarch Studios. It's this chalkboard, and it definitely looks like a ray gun up at the top right. So some of us were hoping maybe this is what it will look like, and we were completely wrong about this. This is one prediction that did not turn out. Although this gun looks really amazing, and I would still want something like this. This next one I had made a couple of videos about, and there's a huge clue on Zetsubou no Shima that shows a poster, and it's an attachment so that you can ride a dragon. And in the trailer you could clearly see the 4 players on top of the dragon. It's so cute. They look so tiny, but this is going to be amazing. I personally think that riding the dragon is going to take you to Pack-a-Punch, and the reason that is because if you look at the trailer, you can see like the loading dock where you get on his back, and in the distance you can see the playable area of the map. You can see a mystery box, and it looks like the dragon turns around and flies away from the playable area and leaves the map and enters into a new area of the map. So it reminds me a lot of Mob of the Dead, where you have to build a plane, get on it, and fly over to the bridge to Pack-a-Punch. So I'm sure there's going to be some major steps where we have to build this harness and seat and attachment and actually put it on him. Originally I had thought, well, maybe we're going to be riding him and using him as a weapon. You know, he's going to be shooting flames, and you know, that's how we're going to use him. But another part of the trailer just shows him standing there shooting flames and killing zombies. So if he's doing it in that capacity, then I don't think we're going to be needing to fly him around to do that. So there must be another reason why we're able to fly on his back. The last thing I noticed was what I believe is going to be the spawn area by the children's statue. I was checking out the dragon like killing the zombies, and I was like, oh look, that looks like that's a map right there on the right. It definitely looks like outlines of buildings, and then there's like these black circular, almost circular looking dots. And I was like, is this going to be a map showing where important pieces are to maybe the dragon and like building the whole harness and the seat? There's always that one map that shows important things on it, so I think this could probably be it. I do have a lot more to go over with this trailer, but I couldn't fit it into this video, and I'll make another video here in a day or so. But let me know what you guys think about this. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next video.